Welcome to So Good Meals channel. Leave a like on this video, because we are about to blow your mind with some interesting and tasty food facts. Ready? Let's go. The one must eat food in every state. Every state in our gluttonously blessed union shines in its own way, and as always, hungry Americans, it's our solemn duty to find the single brightest source of that sparkle and take a big bite. We've compiled a list of the one food that you simply must eat in every state. The one must eat food in Alabama is fried catfish. Alaska, the must have food in Alaska is the killer claw of Bering Sea red king crab. Next up, Arizona, the number one food in Arizona is the red chili chimichanga. The number one must have food to have in Arkansas is chopped beef. Next up, California, Mission Burrito is the must-have food in the state of California. Going to Colorado? The must-have food in the state of Colorado is the breakfast burrito. Connecticut, the must-have food when visiting Connecticut is New Haven pizza. Delaware, you have to try scrapple hash. This is the most iconic food in the state of Delaware. The must-have food in the state of Florida is Cuban sandwich. The iconic food from Hawaii is malasada. The must-have food in Georgia is the comfy chicken biscuit. This is the iconic food in the state of Georgia. If you are going to Idaho, then the must-have food in the state of Idaho is French fries. In Illinois, the most iconic food you simply must have when visiting Illinois is Italian beef. Are you going to Indiana? The one must-have food you should get when in Indiana is the sugar cream pie. The most iconic food in the state of Iowa is pork tenderloin sandwich. In the state of Kansas, the must-have food to have is the Z-Man. In the state of Kentucky, the food to try is the hot brown. Let's go to Louisiana. The most iconic food in the state of Louisiana is gumbo. Over to the state of Maine. The must-have food in Maine is lobster roll. Next up, in the state of Maryland, the most iconic food is crab cake. Are you going to Massachusetts? The food to try in the state of Massachusetts is fried clams. In Michigan, the most iconic food is beef pasty. If you are going to Minnesota, then the food you must have in Minnesota is the Juicy Lucy. Who is ready to go to Mississippi? Well, if you are, then the one must-have food to have in Mississippi is hot tamales. Next up is the state of Missouri. The one must-have food to have in Missouri is ribs. The most iconic food in Montana is the ribeye steak. Up next, Nebraska. In the state of Nebraska, the must-have food is the original Reuben. If you go to Nevada, then the food to have is shrimp cocktail. In the state of New Hampshire, the most iconic food is fried lobster tail. Pork roll, egg, and cheese is the must-have food in the state of New Jersey. In New Mexico, the chicken enchiladas, Christmas style, is the most iconic food in that state. Up next, New York. The must-have food in New York is pizza. In North Carolina, the chopped pork sandwich is the food to try when in that state. Over in North Dakota, the bison burger is the most iconic food to try when visiting North Dakota. In Ohio, the chili 5 ways is the must-have food to try in the state of Ohio. Oklahoma's must-have food is the onion burger. Off to Oregon, the must-have food in Oregon is the tuna mignon. Pennsylvania. Roast pork is the must-have most iconic food in Pennsylvania. The one must-have food in the state of Rhode Island is the grilled margarita pizza. South Carolina's one must-have food is shrimp and grits. South Dakota's must-have food is rancher tips. What is rancher tips? Well, South Dakota's claim to culinary fame is chislic, which is basically deep-fried beef cubes on a toothpick. Let's go to Tennessee. In Tennessee, the one must-have food is hot chicken. Over in Texas, the brisket is the most iconic food in the state of Texas. No dish is more Texas than brisket. In Utah, the pastrami burger is the one must-have food in that state. Up next, Vermont. Get this, sugar on snow, which is heated maple syrup, drizzled over shaved ice, is the most iconic food that you must try when visiting Vermont. In Virginia, porco rama is the one must-have food. Washington. Dungeness crab cake is the one food you need to try when in the state of Washington. Washington, D.C. as half smoke is their one must-have food. In West Virginia, the pepperoni roll is the most iconic food of that state. Frozen custard is the one food you gotta try when in Wisconsin. Finally, to round out our countdown, in the state of Wyoming, the pitchfork fondue is the one absolutely must-have food over there in Wyoming. So there you have it, folks. The one must-have iconic food in every state of the Union. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like. Check out our channel for more videos on interesting facts about food. Watch this video next. See you in that video.